Hello, coolers, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest stories. We start with this huge report claiming that La Liga will take a decision on FC Barcelona registrations today. Of course, this comes after it was announced officially that Barca have finally sold their fourth economic lever worth 100 million euros. We are going to be discussing on this as we move ahead. Then secondly, talking about Alex Collado, it has been reported that the Barcelona attacker is getting very closer on a loan exit to La Liga rivals Elche. We are also going to be looking at that. So guys, as we get right into it, please do ensure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and make sure to watch the video right up to the very end. Barcelona are bracing themselves for a busy day ahead as the club look to register all of their new signings ahead of the season opener against Rayo Vallecano on Saturday. The Catalans signed as many as 6 top quality players in the month of July, including Bayern Munich superstar Robert Lewandowski and emerging French defensive ace Jules Koundé. However, Barca are yet to even register one of these new signings due to the club's inflated wage bill. It has forced the Catalans to make last-minute changes in the squad and even renew the terms of some of their existing stars. In addition, the club have activated their fourth economic lever that should go a long way in helping them balance the books ahead of the new season. According to Gerard Romero, La Liga are already studying the case for Barcelona today. They are reviewing all the 4 economic levers that have been activated so far and figuring out the club's checks and balances going into the 2022-23 campaign. La Liga have appointed 2 auditors for the job, as well as it appears the Spanish Footballing Authority may soon come up with their decision in regards to Barcelona's plea of registering all these new signings. La Liga's current cap of the wage bill stands at around 580 million euros. And why Barcelona have a massive turnover heading into the new season, they are actively working on solutions to potentially lower their wage budget. One of the maneuvers could see them offer renewed terms for star player Frenkie de Jong, although the club are running the risk of losing Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang as well, especially amid interest from Chelsea. So a lot of things are going to happen today, a lot, because after the fourth economic lever was finalized, La Liga needs to come into the fray, audit the reports, look at everything. If Barcelona actually balance their books, or if Barcelona actually, fit the amounts, the required minimum that La Liga needs before accepting player registrations. So today is going to be a lot. I mean, we are going to hear countless reports about this issue of player registration. But one thing that all Barca fans want is today ends with smiles on our faces. And how would that smile come on our faces if La Liga finally approved that Barca can go ahead to register all those players? Or let me say, if they go ahead and say Barca have finally registered all their players. So let's hope that that will be the case. Of course, it came as a relief when earlier today, Barca had to sell their fourth economic lever worth 100 million euros. Of course, it is 24.5% of the Barca studios, which was sold to a Spanish outlet. So Barcelona are bearing the risk just to ensure that the club does not suffer this season, trying to register these new signings so that we can kickstart our season in such high spirits, because it will look a type of way when you bring your new signings and you can't register them. Come on, how would the outside world look at Barca? Like a laughing stock, right? After they were surprised how Barca went into the transfer market and did things that nobody expected them to do. Many saw Barca as broke, to the extent of calling Barcelona Debt FC and many other calling us all kinds of names. But Laporta and his administration proved everybody wrong. But just imagine that we still failed to register some of these new signings. Those our haters could have been just been laughing all the time that you can be signing players, but you don't even have the money to register them. But luckily enough, if this fourth economic lever can bring that money, then good and fine. So we just keep our fingers crossed, hoping that La Liga approves of this registration. So as I said earlier, before today ends, there are a lot of reports that will come And of course, let's just keep our heads high to get all the updates on this issue of player registration that have been the most talked about recently. Then on to the next story of discussion. Barcelona kickstart their 2022-23 campaign tomorrow when the lock horns with Rayo Vallecano at the Camp Nou. However, prior to their home encounter, the club have their task cut. When it comes to registering new signings, especially in the midst of an economic crisis that is starting to resurface despite the activation of various economic levers. A crucial part of the squad rebuild could be on the departure of many individuals in this final month of the transfer window. And while the focus will be on the likes of Frankie de Jong and Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Barcelona are likely to sanction the loan deal for many young players. According to Fabrizio Romano, one such player could be Alex Collado. It appears the youngster is closing in on a loan move to Elche CF in order to further his development. As per Romano, Collado's agent Mark Sandley is currently in Barca's offices to finalize his client's loan deal to Elche ahead of the start of the new season. The player is expected to sign a contract that will expire at the end of the 2022-23 campaign. Collado is keen on leaving Camp Nou on loan as he wants to make his breakthrough in LaLiga, especially after a relatively promising spell at Granada during the second half of last season. Collado had informed Xavi of his desire to leave the club on loan 10 days ago. The youngster is likely to cherish the prospect of playing for Elche, who finished in mid-table last season. The Spanish outfit notably have Javier Pastore as their main playmaker in the coming season, but the addition of Collado could go a long way to further enhancing their creative unit as the club look to finish in the top half of the league table. As it stands, Alex Collado is likely to leave FC Barcelona. Of course, we spoke about this earlier, that Elche have been showing interest in the player, and the player himself is aware of that. So Alex Collado's agent is currently in Barca to negotiate with FC Barcelona for his client to depart. Of course, we know Collado staying at the Camp Nou will not do him any good because his career will really go down. Because definitely the player that we have right now, Collado, will not stand a chance to be among the starting players. So just like how Nico Gonzalez did earlier, leaving on loan to Valencia, Collado is just following the footsteps, and I think is wise enough. Most of them have learned from the mistakes from Ricky Puig, who failed to leave on loan for many years, thinking that game time will come, which eventually did not. So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.